Going on, everybody? Welcome to another video here at New Biology Clinic for our YouTube channel. I just wanted to take this time to discuss a point that got brought up today during one of the sessions that I had, and I thought was really interesting, and just trying to put all the pieces together. And essentially, what was brought up was laughter, and we were laughing quite a bit. And this client of mine that I've been working with, was definitely feeling it, was under that good stress, and we just found ourselves laughing. And what was an interesting thing is that I said, all right, man, let's get back into it. How do you feel? And he said, you know what, I feel so much better. Like I feel more energized. I feel that I'm in a place right now that, yeah, I can do more. Because at first I didn't know if I was, just because I was getting really tired. And I was, and I know the importance of laughter in regards to healing and how they say laughter is the best medicine. And there really is something to that. And it got me thinking even more so, even when I'm under stress. I find myself laughing when I'm under physical pain and doing things a lot of times. Again, obviously there's an extreme, but within the realm where I know I'm in control, but it's my body is uncomfortable, I know what's happening. I do tend to find myself laughing. Not because I'm crazy. Well, maybe some people think I am, but I was more so realizing that, okay, you know what's going on is that when you allow yourself to know that you're in control and you really know inwardly that, yes, I am in control of what's going on, you start to recognize that, again, this pain is only momentary, is like a very small blip of time when you know you're in control, when you know that you have this self-awareness, the breath, etc. So as you start to move and you start to create these discomforts, that laughter begins to let off not adrenaline, not cortisol. It's letting off that oxytocin. It's letting off that natural high feeling you get from having a really, really, really good conversation, or again, going and seeing a comedy show and laughing. It's because you're releasing these endorphins within your body that you then get to ride on that. That's what's driving you. You're not having to necessarily talk yourself into getting more adrenaline, getting yourself amped up, creating more of a like, okay, I need to like fight or flight this. It's like, no, I'm gonna let off that oxytocin. It's gonna naturally relax the body a little bit more, especially under stress. This is also why you see, my dad is a fire chief and has worked the fire department for a long time. My brother's a fireman. I'm surrounded by a lot of firemen. Grandpa was a cop. So I'm surrounded by people with very high stress jobs and high stress situations. And I even did in college a documentary on this, talking about why is it that they laugh? Like why are they so comedic under these stresses and these pains? And you realize it is a way to cope with the intensity of their jobs. It's an ability to not be so stressed and strict in the body and holding that tension, giving an outlet for that to move. And so laughter is such a great medicine because it does, again, release energy. It releases the body's endorphins, the oxytocin, norepinephrine, and all these different other chemical reactions that are taking place that your body can then use as fuel. Now, some people might argue or say, hey, those maybe aren't exactly the way they're described, and I totally get it. But at the end of the day, we can know without a shadow of a doubt, laughter makes us feel good. And when we feel good, we relax. And when we're relaxed, our body can heal at a different capacity than when it's under physical stress all the time or emotional stress, etc. So I'm going on about this because I want to give you all an opportunity to recognize that when you know you're in control of these physical stresses, finding the humor and the joy of the situation rather than the pain and agony and the suffering that might be coming with it, you're going to start to recognize what that's actually doing to your physical body. What you're going to start to see is and observe and experience is, wow, okay, maybe I have more energy than I thought. Maybe there's more here that I can do. And when I'm in the pain, instead of like, oh, no, 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 it's going, yeah, yeah, I'm feeling it. And it's not in a way you're trying to cope in the sense of ignore it. You're embracing it. You're embracing the struggle. And some people will see you laughing or see me laughing, going, what are you laughing about? It looks brutal. And you're like, it is brutal, but I'm okay. Like, I'm going to be okay. The pain is funny because I recognize how hard I'm pushing myself, but I know I'm in control. I know I feel I'm going to be okay. I'm going to give the body what it needs so it's not neglected in any way, shape, or form. And that's what I hope some of you can recognize in your own training, right? Your own healing journey is there things that we can laugh about? Is there things that we can find just a little bit less serious in allowing that oxytocin release rather than an adrenaline cortisol release? And again, not saying that adrenaline cortisol is bad. I'm not saying that at all. It very much has a role in its place. But after a certain amount of time, there's only so much the body can produce and so much it can take without it having to then start to go absolutely chaos and exhausted and tired, etc. So I say all this because laughter really is a very, 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 very strong medicine that we all have at our disposal at any time. It's just whether or not we can allow that laughter in. Well, we can find the humor in any situation. Now, I'm not saying you have to be cynical and absolutely diabolical, but learning how to not take things so seriously is a very powerful tool. And that's a very hard one for a lot of people. So if you're watching this and you feel that you have this healing journey and training where you're like, oh, everything stinks, this is sour, this is sore. Okay. Well, can we find a little bit of humor? Can we find an ability to laugh? Can we find something that makes us joyful? It doesn't have to be the training itself, but can we introduce more laughter in the day? Can we do something or watch something or experience something that makes us laugh and smile before we go train or after train or even during training? These are the types of things that when we talk about truly healing is exactly what I'm talking about. It's these looking past just what is my pain, where's the injury, which is important, but it's going, am I laughing at all today? Am I allowing that oxytocin release, or am I only getting it from hits of people liking something on a social media, or is it I need social approval? That's which a lot of people, that's where they get their oxy hit from, rather than just being able to laugh with a friend or reaching out to a family member, being like, remember when this happened when we were kids? And what's interesting is having kids, my son, he finds all my old stories when I was a kid very funny, which makes me laugh because then it's going, wow, you find the humor. You will spend more time asking me questions about funny things that happened to me as a kid and as my childhood. You're spending more time with that than wanting to do screens and want to watch anything, which is great. And that gives us great quality bonding time. It allows him to enjoy the stories out of my life and laughter from it. But it also allows me to reminisce and start really pulling back from the old, the memory files of like, okay, what do I remember? And I'm not saying we have to only focus on our memories as ways to laugh, but if you find maybe there's things out in the world just aren't funny to you anymore. Okay, well, what's in your life that was funny? Where's a moment where we can laugh about? What's a memory? So now we're instead of just focusing on the negative memories, now we get to see, hey, we're actually bringing in positive things that we can recall and hopefully find a smile or a smirk or a chuckle or a laugh or a full-on belly laugh. Maybe it causes you to reach out to somebody you love and just, hey, let's reminisce. So you can see how this laughter piece isn't just about the training. It could be something so much greater, but we can see how in training, maybe there's an opportunity to use that laughter to our advantage and not just, again, releasing oxytocin, but more so recovery from the exhaustion, recovery from the adrenal output that we had to use or been using for the workout. The amount of cortisol the body's having to release. So I hope this helps. Maybe if you've already delved into this, you've already been doing it, wonderful. But if not, I would say give it a try. See if you can find some humor in your life, see something you can laugh about, and find it, especially in your training. What can we find that's fun, exciting, even though it might be a little bit uncomfortable? And let's go with that, see how it is. Let me know how it goes. As always, at newbiologyclinic.com, you can find me with all our videos, all of our classes, webinars, everything you can think of. For the most part, we're providing it over there at newbiologyclinic.com. Hope to see you all there. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.